friends, thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel again to see what I've got going on. I have a fairy tale for you today. I did want to let you know that today's going to be my last video for a while. I think probably until a week from Friday the 29th, because tomorrow I've got to pack. We'll be traveling Thursday and we'll be staying there, you know, from Thursday to Thursday. So I'm not going to be doing any videos because I'm going to take a vacation. I will, however, probably be writing while I'm gone. So hopefully I'll have a lot of stuff to give you when I get back. So the 29th. So I've never done this before, but I want to dedicate this video today to my grandmother. Today would have been her 113th birthday. She was born in 1907, May 20th. And it is from her that I got my love of reading. And one of my favorite childhood memories is visiting at her house. And as I would go to sleep at night, she would read me from this big book of fairy tales that she had from when she was a child. So, you know, so the book is over 100 years old now. And recently I've started reading those fairy tales with my own granddaughter. So I just wanted to wish my grandmother a happy birthday. I have a picture of her. This is when she was a little girl. She looks actually a lot like my daughter and granddaughter. And it says when she was about 6 or 7 years old. So this picture is over 100 years old. So happy birthday to my grandmother. Love her and miss her still. I am sure I always will. All right. So when we last left the royal family, Rose and Reg have found out that their baby is gone. They have found out where it is, and they are going to go and talk to the Queen about it. So that's where we are. Rose and Reg held hands as they waited nervously outside the throne room for their audience with Her Majesty. At precisely 1 o'clock, the doors swung open and they were admitted. They anxiously approached Her Majesty, who was looking especially regal, seated on her throne. After they bowed and curtsied, Her Majesty began gently. "Your message said you have great concerns about one of my duchesses and magic." "Yes, Your Majesty," Rose said with a quaver in her voice. She was actually quite terrified to be in the presence of Her Majesty, but Reg appeared thoroughly dumbstruck, so it was up to her to answer. "Please, tell me what has occurred with one of my duchesses," the Queen prompted. Even though the Queen knew exactly what had happened, she needed to know how much information Rose and Reg had. "And don't leave anything out," Her Majesty said. Rose stole a quick glance at Reg. He still seemed unable to speak in the presence of the regal Queen, so she took a deep breath and began. "Your Majesty, I hardly know where to begin, but what I tell you is the truth." "All right, and what is that truth?" the Queen asked impatiently. Rose responded quickly. "My husband and I have been bewitched, and our baby has been stolen and his room turned into a yoga studio. Duchess Megan's baby looks very much like our missing Darren." The Queen appeared unruffled, as usual. She began her questioning. "All right, now, calm down. How do you know you have been bewitched?" the Queen asked. "Because our memories regarding the child have been lost, and his room turned into a yoga studio," Rose explained. "If your memories are lost, why do you think Duchess Megan's child is your Darren?" inquired the Queen. Rose explained about her neighbor Ellie and her belief that the child belonged to Rose. "And did anyone see who took Darren?" the Queen asked. Reg finally found his voice. "No, Your Majesty, no one knows anything." The Queen seemed pleased with that answer. "Very good," she exclaimed. "You must continue to keep this quiet, and I will return the child to you when he is back in the kingdom." "Thank you so much, Your Majesty," Rose and Reg said gratefully. They were then ushered out of the throne room. Princess Diana stepped out from behind the Queen's throne where she had been listening. "What do you think?" the Queen asked her. "It's good they don't remember the truth," Diana answered. "It is," the Queen agreed, "but I mean, what do you think I should do about Megan? I know we had planned to let them keep the baby for the tour, but now there's a neighbor who knows. Should we get the baby back before they return? No, Diana replied firmly. The baby stays. But, the Queen began. I said no, Diana replied, and you know why. Yes, I know you are right, the Queen replied, but under normal circumstances, I would get the baby back immediately. What else would you do under normal circumstances? Diana asked. I believe I would read her the riot act, the Queen said. So send her a howler, Diana suggested. Good idea, the Queen responded, and they put their heads together to compose it. All right, so that is where I'm going to leave today, and I will talk to you all on the 29th. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. I'll talk to you again in about a week and a couple days. Bye.